The Spirit of the Game is brought to you by Notinis.
Good morning, Brian. And yes, we're here in Jefferson, Texas. And it's my first time being out here, which is super cool. But I have heard that you guys are big on culture. And whether that is preparing your guys on the field, off the field, but just making sure that your football players and the kids here at this school are ready for that next step whenever inevitably the 4 years are over. Can you talk to me kind of about what that brings and what type of, I would say, things kids learn when coming to Jefferson High School?
Yeah, I think it starts with our core values, which is the foundation of our program, and that's relationships, growth, discipline, and belief. And we put a huge premium on those things, and that's really the foundation, like I said, for everything that we do. We're big on building relationships with our kids and going the extra mile with that, building relationships with the teachers and faculty and staff at our school, with members of our community. And so that's huge for us, is the relationship building and the relationship piece of our program. And then growth is one thing that we place a lot of emphasis on, because we feel like everyone in our program, whether you're the starter, whether you're a backup on JV, everyone has an obligation and a responsibility to constantly be growing, and that's coaches and kids alike. And then discipline is the cornerstone of it all. It's kind of the foundation of all of those things that holds everything together, because disciplined teams win, disciplined people win, and we think that's really, really important. So everything that we do within our program is to instill discipline with our guys. And then we know that when we do all those things, we're doing a good job with all those things and emphasizing those things. It leads to a lot of belief with our kids and in our community and program. There's just a lot of buy-in when we're doing that. And we know that when a program believes in what it's doing, they believe in each other and the coaching staff, those are the types of programs that win consistently year in, year out. Yes, on the field, but also in everything that they do. And so those are the things that we focus on. That's where it starts with us.
Absolutely. Now, how important would you say the community plays into not only with the players on the field, but just overall helping and supporting this the school?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, especially when you get a small town like this one, where I think the morale or the identity of the community derives from the success of its high school sports teams. And that's a huge responsibility for us as coaches, but it's also an awesome one too, because you have people who are 100% bought into what we're doing as an athletic program. And so that's a lot of fun to see. But yeah, our community does a great job of supporting everything we do as coaches, and kind of walking along beside us to help us get these guys and girls to be the best versions of themselves. Absolutely. And so it's extremely important.
Yeah, that's awesome. And those are just a couple of the values that the guys here and the kids here at Jefferson High School are getting. But for right now, we're going to be sending it back to Nate in the studio. Nate?
Yeah, definitely hearing how impactful that is. The community support, I'm sure, means everything to the team, and likewise, too. Great relationship there in Jefferson. Thank you, Taylor.
Yeah, Brian, you better look out. Don't break anything now. We are here in Jefferson, Texas, and we are talking about accountability, discipline, some of the core values that the guys here and the kids here, the students are learning. But I wanted to ask, so many coaches have their own identity when it comes to coaching and their own style. But I wanted to know, what is one value that you hope that your guys on your football team can kind of take with them even after their time here at Jefferson High School?
Yeah, I think, and I'm wearing this shirt today. We our standards, so things that we want our kids to be about. And if anyone comes and watches us, whether it's in football, basketball, softball, baseball, whatever it is, we want them to be four things, and that's passionate, accountable, coachable, and tough. And that forms the acronym PACT, which when you put that together, a PACT is a binding agreement that's not meant to be broken. And so we say that those are the things that we're going to be about. Those are our non-negotiables. And so every day, that's kind of how we're grading and judging our success, is how are we doing those things? Because I think that, passion, just to take that word, is not it's not a natural thing for people to be, and it's especially for teenagers, it's not the cool thing to do. But when someone is passionate about something, you don't have to ask them if they are. It's evident in the way that they do everything that they do, and so we want our kids to be that way, and then also be accountable. To own the things that they do, good and bad, and if it's make a mistake, let's own it and move on and fix it. And being coachable, and that goes back to growth, which is one of our core values. Just having that growth mindset and understanding that no matter where you are, on your journey, is that you got to be coachable, myself included. And then lastly, is we want our kids to be tough, and not necessarily toughness in the way maybe the world defines it, but our definition of toughness is your ability to persevere despite your circumstances. So we want our kids to be equipped with those attributes so that they go and be successful, beyond the realm of athletics and whatever arena they decide to pursue in life.
I love that. I love that so much. Now, let me ask you. A part of what I'm feeling and what I'm picking up is that all of this stuff is very deliberate. Like this is the style. This is what the people want here at Jefferson. Is this kind of what the community stands for, you would say?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think when I got here, or when we got here in January of 24. Our message to our kids was the progression of this thing is the first thing you do is you kind of flip the culture of the team, because you're with them every day inside that locker room. And then what that does is that grows to your athletic program. And then from there, it flips the culture of the school and then the school district. And then after that, it's the community, and then the values and of the community and the school, and it all becomes one and really indistinguishable from which, is that a community thing? Is that a school thing? And when you do that, I think you really have something special. And so we're in the process of doing that. Right now in year 2, and it's going well, and we've dealt with some adversity a little bit this year, and that's kind of, I think, caused us to sort of double down on those things. So absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. And the old saying is pressure builds diamonds, and that's definitely what you guys are building out here in Jefferson. Good morning, Brian. Thank you. We're here in Jefferson, Texas. Now, I am here with
Will Baldwin.
And what position do you play, Will?
Center.
So obviously, a big thing that we like to focus on and talk about when talking to athletes is we understand that the academics is just important, right? Can you talk to me about kind of how you handle being great on the field, but also off the field?
I think it comes with a lot of responsibility. We have to work some at home on our grades, and also just be attentive in school and take care of the business when we got to.
Absolutely, and that's such a big part, is understanding that responsibility, right, and making sure that that the academic side always comes first. Let me ask you, what is it like to be a part of this Jefferson team?
I think it's really special because we have a bond that I've never seen before, and the team's just one big friend group in a way. It's not split, it's not anything. We play as one big team.
That's great, and especially because you want to be able to be close enough to your teammates where you can hold them accountable, and you can push them to be better versions of themselves. So when I would say you see those guys work behind closed doors when no one else does, right? You see all the hours that they put in. What is one thing that you hope the people that sit in the stands get from watching your football team play?
That everybody's putting their heart and soul into this, no matter what, you know.
Yeah, and that's so, because you guys put in a lot of work, especially, let me ask you, how does training look like even after the season is over? Because I'm sure that the guys, whether they're going into a track or a soccer or something, to continue to keep those legs and the training moving forward, right? And that's such an important piece to being an athlete, right? Being able to be multidimensional, being able to continue to get better throughout the year. Let me ask you, what is a goal of yours? Whether it can be a goal that you want to have at school, it can be a goal that you want to have for this football team. What is a goal that you have when it comes to your time here at Jefferson?
I think one goal that I've had since my freshman year would be to win a state championship and also be the best version of myself I can.
Absolutely. What year are you right now?
I'm a senior this year.
Okay, so senior this year, and you guys have a chance. What does your record look like so far this year?
We're 4-3 right now. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay. So gearing up and heading up to the final 2 games of the season so far. 3 games, 2 games, 3 games of the season. And so playoffs are coming up, and that's another big time. But that's something that the hard work, that's where this type of thing starts to fill in a little bit. Last question as we get in here. Obviously, the brotherhood is something that we talk about a lot, especially when we talk about teams, right? What is, I would say, from your standpoint or your viewpoint, what is one thing that maybe if your friends or anybody at home is watching, that you would want to encourage maybe kids that are getting into the sport or the youth that is getting into the sport to try to push themselves and to try to be better?
I would say just go do stuff with your team and be a part of the team. Don't sit back, Don't
Yeah.
wait on it because it's not going to last forever.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's such a big part is understanding and that appreciation, right, and having that. But for right now, guys, this is Jefferson, Texas. We've learned a lot about this area in our short time here. We've learned about the discipline that your coach has talked about. That's been a huge thing. Accountability, another huge thing. The brotherhood, and making sure that everybody getting their schoolwork on the field, off the field. That's such a big part of making sure that you have one whole good team instead of just good players here and there. Yeah, good morning, Brian. We're here in Jefferson, Texas, looking at more spirit of the game. Now, we have talked all morning long to your coach about the different values that he has kind of tried to push on y'all, the accountability, the responsibilities that come with being here at the school. But obviously, being a great athlete also comes with finishing the work that comes inside the class too, right? Can you kind of talk to us about how you guys handled that responsibility of being a student athlete?
Well, we handle it because like our coaches, they depend on us, and them being able to believe in us. It's like we just do our part in the job, like being able to be here on time and all that, and we'll come to work and then handle our business in the classroom. So it's just like all that, it just comes to reality because they're preparing us for life no matter what.
Absolutely, and that's such a big part, making sure that that work is just as important as the work that happens on the field. Let me ask you, obviously, you guys see all the work that happens behind closed doors that the people that come and watch you guys don't see. What is something that you hope other teams, other people that come and watch you guys get from seeing your team?
That we have a strong culture and our bond is like top of the line. So I want them to see that this not like an ordinary team. Like this is like a real brotherhood, and I think the community and other people will like to see that from us.
Absolutely, and that's one thing that I've kind of heard from a lot of the other players that have come in here and the coach, that the community is such a big thing, but the brotherhood is what stands out and what you see. Now I've got to ask you. Let me come over here. Obviously, what year are you coming into?
My junior year.
So your junior year. So you've been here for about 3 years now. What is your favorite part of this whole experience? Is it the practice with the guys? Is it the dinners afterwards? Is it the football games? Because this whole experience of being in high school, like we know about the time spent with the guys afterwards and how big and impactful that is. What's your favorite part of this all?
It's just being with the guys in the locker room, how we get to come together and just be together and have fun in the locker room.
Yeah, absolutely. And those memories, like those last forever. And so let me ask you one more question here. I need a goal from you guys. What is a goal? Is it to win a state championship this year? Is it something that you guys want to take with you into life later and afterwards? What's that goal look like?
We got to go 1-0 every week, and we got playoff mindset from here on out because we're trying to go win the state championship.
Absolutely. Guys, we have looked at Jefferson, Texas all morning long, and we have talked about the accountability, the responsibilities that come with being student athletes, and also some of the stuff that the community also pushes on to this amazing community here in Jefferson, Texas. For right now, we're sending it back to Brian Fowler for another check on that weather.